Hey y'all, it's Nia.
Hello, and it's Shael, and this is Chat
Chat
in the
tea.
Tea. Chat and
Mm.
chat and chat
Chat
and the tea
with you and me
and me
and we
are about to see what we
do.
about to chat with our tea.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wish I had my tea, and I'm like, boom.
I know, huh? Just like,
Yeah, but I have not been um drinking. Well, I have been drinking tea actually, just not at home
yeah,
because I don't have. Oh no, I only have black tea, but I think I have one little bag of rose cardamom tea with me, because I put so much sugar in my black tea, and I've been not doing added sugars.
yeah.
I'm
Just
on
trying to
day.
stick on the herbals.
Yeah, it's been a whole
The herbal
week.
tea. That's good. How do you feel? How does your body
Great.
feel?
No, like actually great because I'm on my period right now.
Hmm.
No bloating.
That's
I
good.
haven't bloated, girl, like at all. And the thing is, I bloat a lot and I feel so disgusting and I just feel out of my body on my period.
Yeah.
And one thing I noticed on my period with going into this, with with having and taking ginger and also no added sugars, no bloating.
Yeah. It'd be like that. It's not crazy how like
Yeah,
just that small change, like you really feel the biggest difference in your body.
yeah. And it
Mhm.
feels so good when I take class because I took a class on Thursday and I felt so
Snatch.
yeah. I was like, give me anything. If you want to show leg, like I can do it for you.
So I
I
got
can
this in the
do it.
bag.
Yeah, like I felt so like long and just everything. My shapes are looking nice. And then what was it? I'm mainly doing this because of my show on Saturday because we have to wear a leotard and no tights and stuff
Mhm.
and like just a lot of just leg skin, a lot of arm skin. And I
Yeah.
felt very insecure. Like once I put that on, I was like, ooh.
Oh,
And
that change. I
yeah,
get that.
like I just did not like it at all. And I was catching myself like talking bad about myself in that rehearsal.
Mhm.
And like even um my dance colleagues, I guess, in the company, they're like, "What are you talking about? Like, you look good. Like, what are you?" And I'm just like, "Bro, like, I need to shut the fuck up. Like, I'm talking so negative right now,
Yeah.
and I don't like that. Especially when talking negative about myself
Yes.
when no one's even thinking this but me. But I was like,
You're
I
our
want to at
own
least
worst
like,
critic.
yeah. And I was like, I just want to at least like feel good,
Yeah.
you know. And so I feel good. And I just have like, what, 4 more days to keep this going
Yeah.
of just like no added sugars like that. But I
Like, and
did.
see how long, if you can go a little bit longer, honestly.
Yeah. I'm literally just going to keep doing it until like it just doesn't happen, I
Yeah.
guess. But yeah, because my mind, guys, a lot has just shifted in life where
Yeah.
I'm just so much like, I feel like I'm in my villain era,
Yes.
but in like the best way, like a positive villain era. And
Yes.
where I'm just like, I'm ready to like prove people wrong and prove myself wrong too, with
Yeah.
like the negative thoughts that I had of myself and like as a dancer and things like that. But yeah, some surprises come in, some surprises. Yeah.
Always happening soon.
Mm-hmm. But you just had your album release, you
Oh
know?
my gosh, Outgrew is out now. It's just, it feels so crazy. And like the day that it dropped, I just really just had the whole day to like sit and process and really truly just take it in and like, how do I feel and
Mm-hmm.
everything. I'm just like, I really genuinely feel relieved. I feel
That's
like,
good.
but also, like when and I know you feel this too, like when you release something and it's just like, okay, well, like, what's next?
Yeah.
What are we doing next? it's almost kind of like a sense of like you feel lost in a way, like you're like, damn, was doing all this work and now it's like, okay, it's out. Oh, okay,
Done.
I feel relieved. Okay, great. But like something's missing. Like
Yeah.
what's next? Like what am I supposed to be doing right now? Like
Yeah.
something like do I get to chill? Like what is it? Even though
That's
I
so
am planning the release party, but or the listening event, I should say, but I feel like I don't know. It feels weird, but like I also like just have that sense of relief as well too. You
yeah.
know?
That's so real. Like
Yeah.
I remember being done with my dance film in June and like once I was done editing that and I hit submit, I'm just like, okay, what's next?
What's
Like,
next?
it's so hard to give ourselves some time to rest
Yeah.
too because it's like we're reaching this long-term goal of something and we're just ready for that like next project to get us to climb that ladder even
Yeah.
more, you know? But yeah, if you just think of that, like you have some open mics and then, yep, you
Hmm.
had the listening party and then, um,
Adding to it, adding to
yeah,
the pot, I guess.
yep,
Hmm.
it's never over.
It's never really truly over. And
Yeah.
yeah, like, need to get myself out there. That's why I've really been telling myself like this. After this album came out, and I've been saying this, like I need to
hmm
start being outside, like I must be outside. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm working towards. It's just being outside, putting myself out there so people can hear this stuff. Because I'm listening to this album every single day. Every time I get into the car, I'm running this shit through. And I'm like, damn.
hmm
This some shit. This got some shit in it.
Hex yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's so good.
It's so good. It's so good. So I'm just excited for people to listen. My coworkers, my managers been like, this is my favorite song. Like this song, this is good. I'm like, y'all really listen for real. Oh my
Yeah.
God. And it's like cool because it's like I really am like truly like creating a village for myself. Not that I really expected, especially through work and my jobs and like my job and stuff. Now it's just like I genuinely feel like I have a community and people like, yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
and supporting me. And it's just so cool.
That's good. And I think this can kind of transition to of what our next topic is of just like, we have so many people that are a part of these type of projects
Yeah.
and stuff. And I think like for others, like there are some times when you bring friends and family into your projects and it can be a good thing and it also can be a bad thing. And
Yeah.
we've seen this from like other people. We've seen this from big artists and stuff. And just want to know like your take, and I'll explain my take too of like, what do you feel about mixing business with pleasure when you create stuff like that? Like, does
Yeah.
it put things on hold? Does it, because I feel like those are kind of like sometimes the cons
Hmm.
of when making projects and not just music, like even with dance or even just creating a business in general
Yeah.
and stuff. And I don't know, I feel like I go back and forth with like mixing business with pleasure.
100%. And because I think, to be honest with you, I think it depends. I think that both can be bad. It's like if you have
Mm-hmm.
enough of anything, things can be bad. But also things can be really good too. So it just depends on what that balance is and the values of everything. But I will say, I feel like if you were to say you're going into business with your family or you have a family business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, um, growing up or, being a kid and your parents having a business, for an example, um, all you know is that once I get older, I may take over this business. I may help my family like work at this business. So now it's just like that's just already what you expect to do. But also too, with that, it could be where, okay, now um you got into some things and now you're making the family business look bad. And
Mm.
now people are finding out about some about the child being in some kind of hate group, we can put two and two together. And now the business is going down because of the child being in this hate group and nobody wants to support the business anymore. And
Hmm.
that is, I think, can be a pro and a con of mixing family business together because now it's just
Yeah.
like that. But you can take an example of I like using Kiki Palmer as an example. Her basically like being a child in the industry and her parents, being her managers and handling her financially. And that can also go a really bad way because now you have your money hungry parents wanting to take your money. And once you turn 18, you ain't got anything for yourself. But for her,
Hmm.
it's just like her parents did so well with like making sure that the values of what they created before she even got really big and famous,
Hmm.
and now she has these multiple businesses for herself and still having her family, connected in some type of way. So I do think that it comes down to values. I think it comes down to if yeah, it really comes down to the values because you have to make sure that the values are there from both parties. But I think that it's easier to have that business and pleasure relationship or mixing friends and business, whatever the case may be, when
Hmm.
um y'all were friends or y'all came up kind of before making that decision because the values are a little bit different compared to say like I just meet somebody, we become friends, you have a business, and now it's just like how how do I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like it's so weird because this is a new person I was just thinking of, Ryan Coogler and his wife. Like
That's good.
they are an amazing business partners from what we see on the outside
Yes.
and stuff. But like, and that's something like I would love in the
Yeah.
future for my future partner of like us, like him being a director and I'm a movement director. Like anytime there's any type of movement, like I would love to work like that. But for me, I'm just like, sometimes you gotta start from the ground up with that person. And
Yeah.
like, I don't wanna have to find someone to like do the ground up with because it's really hard to like believe some of these men, like to be like, are you really about to be grinding like this? And like, can I trust you to
Yeah.
like know we're like you're gonna focus and we're actually gonna like make this a thing? Because yeah, that's like the hard part when you mix like pleasure into business. And like even if you see a lot of these TikTok people when they bring their whole family into their business too, like that's another
Yeah.
example of social media. Like I don't know their names, but it was this young black couple. They have two sons. And I remember seeing their videos. I never followed them, but they were always on my For You page and they always seemed really like cool people. And the guy would always have this like girly, loud scream laugh because she would always do something goofy. And the way he would laugh would be hilarious. And she would be doing these crazy flips and like 6-inch heels or like dress up in these crazy things, being like, I'm going to the grocery store. And she's like dressed in like she's going to the
Okay.
gala.
What are you talking about? I know what
Yeah,
you're
do
talking.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know their name,
Well, they just
but
had a public breakup.
they just had a public breakup. And literally like in 24 hours he was like locking lips with some girl and then now she's pregnant. And they
Wait, the
also
girl's pregnant?
the
That
girl
like
is pregnant. Yes. And to mind you, they like just bought a really beautiful house together too, the family. And he goes on and does this. And he's moved out. He's making cooking videos now. You know, he's trying to be one of those guys that's like those like attractive guys that just be making good food and stuff. He's trying to act like one of those men.
of course.
Yeah. And she's just, trying to just keep on going, doing her brands and like fashion and stuff like that. But it's just like I wonder how many things that they have signed off with both of their names, and they got to deal with that stuff on like what property is going to who, and
Yeah.
they probably still got other future businesses that they still got to work together on and stuff, even though she probably don't want to deal with him no more and stuff. And they probably don't even want to do it. And so they probably got to break the contract, which means they got to pay
Yeah.
money on that. And it's just like little things like that where it's like you have to be so careful mixing business with pleasure because sometimes it ends ugly. Like you got to
Exactly.
really know this person from the back of your hand.
But do you really ever know a person like that? I think
You
it's
really
really like,
don't.
I think it's just the trust that you have to have. But I feel like at the same time, too, it's like you either have a go-getter mentality or you don't. Like, and you can see that through people, and I'm
Yeah.
saying if you don't have that go-getter mentality, then it is going to be kind of like you're always going to feel like you're lacking behind with that person and that you're
Yeah.
so much more because that person doesn't understand and have that logic in their head.
Yeah. So true. And that's why, like, I just can't be jumping in with anyone. And
Oh, you can't.
I knew, like, we know each other, we know how we work and things like that. And we communicate
Yeah.
very well. And this is why this is successful. But I
Yeah.
remember, like, I would hear, like, some people I just know would try to, like, start something with me, like a business or whatever.
Mhm.
And I remember I would just be quiet. I would just be like, really quiet. You'll know if I like don't fucks with
You're
something.
not gonna say nothing.
If I'm not, because I'm
She gonna
like,
be
if I don't
silent.
have
She gonna be like
anything nice,
this.
yeah, I'm like that. If I don't have anything nice to say, I don't say it at all. I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah,
She gonna smile and nod her head.
yep.
That's all you gonna get.
That's all you gonna get, and that's when you should
That's
know.
what her
Stop talking.
politely decline.
Yep, politely decline, because it's just like either I just know it's not going to be a good like idea, or it's just like I just don't know yet. Like I need to get to know you a little bit more first before I even think of doing that because I've already so many solo things that I want to do, and I'm like I'm trying to get that done first before I even add another new idea into my life, you know. And
Absolutely.
so it's just like which like understandable when people have all these like new ideas to do and stuff because like we're in our 20s, we're trying to figure out our lives, trying to figure out what we need to do to make it feel more meaningful and stuff. But also, it's like it takes time. Like you need to sit on that first before you just jump in with someone to make a business decision.
And I think too, another thing I think is working with overly emotional people, because those are the ones that like if you do need to make a business move, you know, at the end of the day, it's okay to get your feelings, so it's okay to feel some type of way, but you have to be able to separate it. You have to
Yeah,
be able to separate it because the thing is, your feelings last temporarily. Business
yeah,
moves are forever.
forever. Yep.
Business moves are forever. So it's like you have to be able to, put that aside. And I think that's where a lot of things fail because of how people feel. And
Yeah.
nothing's ever personal when it comes to business. We're thinking longevity, we're thinking about long term. Like I said, your feelings are temporary. You're gonna feel your shit and you're gonna get over it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to understand that logic. I'm not saying go and fuck other people over and be an asshole in your dealings in business, but I mean like if you're making a decision and you're going to do something and you know it's going to benefit you in the long run, make the decision. You're going to hurt people, like you saying that you and your billionaire, and that's what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you
Yep.
have to hurt a few feelings, like you'll get over it.
Yep. I already know I'm gonna have to hurt someone's feelings next month.
Damn.
Like I'm gonna have to. Like I already know what it is. Like and I'm just gonna have to speak my truth and stuff. I'm just waiting for the date of when this meeting is
Yeah.
to be like, hey, we gotta talk about this and like I have to hold you accountable. Like you need to let us know as a team, like what you did was wrong. You need to communicate with us next time because this is what you don't like people talk about you behind your back, then talk to us
Yeah.
because like it feels like we can't even talk to you. So the only way we can talk about this is not to you, to someone else. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna feel like we're talking about you behind your back, but yeah, like I'm just going to be speaking my truth, like, and really stepping into my leadership
Yeah.
skills, like so much more and stuff, because like I feel like I've been relying on people so much for my own happiness and waiting to hear these answers for things. And it's just like, I'm done with that. I'm so, if it happens, cool. But like, I'm not going to be relying on that no more. Like, that'd be great if like someone can bless me with something like, I don't know. It's, I'm
Yeah.
not going to get into it. But yeah. Um, yeah, it's just, you just got to be careful with who you have a business with or just any type
Mhm.
of project. Really think about it. See if you can actually like talk to that person and really like you guys can say anything and everything to each other without hurting each
Yeah.
other's feelings.
100%.
And I think this is a good way of transitioning about hurting people's feelings is, guys, ladies, we need to stop sugarcoating or trying to make these men like just trying to downplay our rejection to them.
Yes.
I guess if that's the right way to word it. Like,
Sugarcoat it or like
sugarcoat
find a
it.
reason, have a reason, because at the end of the day, these men don't be having reasoning. Like you don't owe them anything. You don't
Nothing.
owe them anything. If they like you, cool. You still don't owe them anything. Like I just feel like, and this is a testament even just for myself and having to like get over this as more like these things occur and happen in my life. But I feel like when you have to let somebody down, like sometimes you're going to feel bad having like as a human, you're going to feel bad. As an empath, you're going to feel bad because you're like, oh damn. But like honestly, no, you can't care because it's a subconscious thing that like they have some type of power over you, some type of hold over you, without you subconsciously knowing that. And it's I just feel like no, tell them. And you don't need to come up with the story. You don't need to just be like, no, I am okay. And leave it at that. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, people are probably gonna question it because I don't. And that should be enough for you.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
should be enough.
And basically, like, we're talking about when these guys try to ask us out and it just doesn't align with us. Like, we're like, like, I don't really want to like date this guy. And, but we feel bad saying no. So we just like make up another excuse to say why we said no. But it's like, no, you could just be like, no, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Yeah. And
Like, thank you for
fair.
asking, but
We don't even gotta thank them. Shit. What are we thanking them for?
yeah,
Like, of
like,
course you're gonna come up to me and tell me that I'm beautiful and that you want to take me out. Duh.
period.
Like,
Yeah,
you don't need to say thank you. That's already a given. Like,
yeah,
I'm flattered, but not thank you.
yeah. I'm flattered. That's really good. Like, I'm
Yeah.
flattered, but um, I'm gonna have to kindly decline.
Yeah. Like, no, and the thing is, like, there's just so and for me, it really be the older guys. It never be guys my age. But it always be the older guys that be like, I'm gonna be with you. Watch, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be with you. I'm like, but it's not. That's only something that you're making up in your head. That's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know? Because if it would have happened. But it's
Yeah,
not. So
exactly.
what are we circling around? It's not happening.
Exactly. And it's just because we're like a lot of people in this world, we're just people pleasers or we're just very nice people. And it's really hard sometimes because I think it comes down to like how we feel sometimes with rejection.
Mm, mm,
And we know how rejection
good.
feels.
That's
And so
good.
we try our hardest to like find an excuse so they don't feel like they don't put themselves down,
Yeah.
I guess. But it's just like we have to it's kind of like sports. Like if you're someone that deals like have been in sports and stuff, we've heard so many no's before.
Yep.
And but the thing is we've heard them so much where like it doesn't affect us like that no more. If someone verbally and communicates it well and says no.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, they said no, I have my answer, now I can go on. And I feel like if we just start like strengthening that word when people ask us out and say, no, I'm good, maybe the no will feel less hurtful.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But like, yeah, there's just a situation of this guy who's a bum that I know and tried to ask out someone and they said no to them, but they said it in a way of like giving them an excuse of why they said no. And at first I was like agreeing with them, being like, oh yeah, that's perfect. But then talking to Nia, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, like
Yeah.
it said
Especially with the men
no.
like that, they
Yeah,
don't deserve no, they
they
don't
don't.
deserve that. They deserve the raw truth. They need to get their feelings hurt. Not
Yeah, they need to be
everybody deserves to
humble.
get their feeling hurt. Like, yeah, you can feel bad, fine, but like feelings are temporary.
Yeah, we'll get over
You'll
it.
get over it. I promise.
Yeah.
So,
And so I'm like, dang, I wish I like said like, no, girl, just say no. Just be like,
but we so used to that, you know?
yeah,
But the
we're
more
very, yeah.
like this shit happens, I'm just like, nah, man, like I'm over that. Like they deserve,
Mm-hmm.
they deserve to get their feelings hurt for a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
And
I
the thing is, the
agree.
reason why that they act the way they do because they haven't. And
Yep.
nobody's, and everybody has given them the excuse, like, oh, well, no,
Yep.
tell
Yep. And guess what? We gonna bring that no into springtime because
them.
spring is here. We have entered spring and
Finally, man. Oh my gosh. Y'all see what's outside? Y'all look, you see the sun here, you see the sun there.
oof, it gets even brighter. It gets even brighter, okay? Like I'm so
Finally.
excited for spring and I'm so excited for summer. And
And we letting go of these out limiting beliefs and how we are moving and doing things differently. I think it's
yep.
time to do things differently. You know, we spring forward. It's time for new things to start sprouting. It's
Mm-hmm.
time to start planting these new seeds so that once the summertime hit, we're in full flow. We're in full,
Yeah.
everything that we are practicing during this time is in full flow once summertime hits. We're unstoppable in the summertime. That sun is out and so are we.
Yep.
Out
Period.
with the
Exactly.
old and in with the new. Goodbye, clouds of gray. Hello, skies of blue.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I might need to watch High School Musical 2
That was good. I
again.
love that
Yeah.
one.
Gosh. What a
Mm.
good time. Like that's the type of summer we need.
That's the type
A
of summer.
fabulous summer. We're gonna have a
Fabulous
fabulous
summer.
summer.
That's so good.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
Fabulous summer. Oh my gosh.
Fabulous
We
summer.
must be playing Fabulous by Sharpay
Yep.
on Summer Drop Top.
Yep. Sharpay Evans.
Down. I
Thank
want
you.
fabulous. That is
And
my
then she does, wait, I want
request.
fabulous. That is my simple request. All things fabulous. And then she kicks her feet.
That was hard. That was my favorite scene. No cap.
Yeah, low key. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm excited for it. There's so many things like, not so many things, but there's a big thing I have planned for the summer. I'm excited to share once it gets closer. And then yeah, I have a dance performance this Saturday and Monday. Um that I'm excited for, like just having my choreography be on a live stage instead of it being like in film. Like it's on stage where people can watch it in person. So I'm very excited for that. So there's, yeah, a lot of positivity that we're going to be working on stepping in and being more in our leadership era and just like really walking our truth, really walking into our
Yes. It just feels like 2020 all over again, truly. I feel like, yeah, it's different, but it feels like the same kind of process in a way, as far
mm,
as like unlearning a lot of old things and stepping into newness and doing new things and trying to really align ourselves.
yeah, I like that. Well, I don't know about you, but I think the tea kettle is getting a little cold.
A little cold. But
So,
our energy is always warm and we always here and we're always so grateful for you guys tuning in to China TV. And yeah, we will see you guys next week and enjoy this episode and make sure that you think twice about mixing business and pleasure.
yes, exactly. Okay, well,
So,
we'll chat soon.
that's it. Bye.